Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in this world. In my continuation with the biology subject, I've decided to, hand in hand, as I discuss practicals, I've decided to go hand in hand with a section which resembles the practical. And this section is the comparison equation on data. In KCSE, we call it data question. So in this question, you analyze the data given, just the way you are given a practical. And because they seem to be related in the way you approach the practical and the data question, I've decided also to sharpen the students on how they tackle the data question in biology paper. So I will be very thorough in each question, and as I said, I will start with the year 2001, the same year I started the biology practicals. I will come to the other years later. So for now, I'm going to go directly to the data question in 2001 2001 paper. I beg your pardon. And I'll also be including in the PowerPoint slides, you'll find a section where they are telling you what is being tested. But for now, I can just highlight in the beginning what this question was really testing. So the scientific skills which were being tested in this question were observation, data correction and recording, experimental design, data analysis, and critical thinking. So, hand in hand with that, I also will be giving the value of that question in our daily life. For 2001 data question, the value in daily life was nutritional awareness, scientific method application, resource management, and critical thinking. So guys, all this will be there in the PowerPoint slides and you can go through them. So welcome to my first data-based question and the way the examiners approached it. Welcome guys. So I will start by giving you my opening remarks. Join us as a senior KCSE biology examiner breaks down the marking process of the 2001 biology paper 1 data question. In this insightful video, you will learn valuable tips on how to approach data questions, common pitfalls to avoid, and what examiners look for when awarding marks. This is an essential guide for students preparing for the upcoming KCSE examination or any other examination of that caliber in this world, aiming to boost your performance and theory in biology aiming to boost your performance and confidence in biology theory. Prepare smart guys to score high. In my introduction, I'll just say that this data question serves to make concept learned in theoretical clearer, motivate further thinking, and make biology relevant in day-to-day living experiences. The video is designed to develop the ability to do guided manipulation, paying attention to the importance of step-by-step approach, understanding the procedure, examining the data, and making the correct observations, as you see when we come to answering the question. Plotting the data after carefully choosing the correct scale, if it is on graph paper, although the one I am having here is not a graph one, drawing smooth curves with free hands, and making the right decision to answer the questions using information given in the data and the graph. Remember, the questions will be either data, having a graph or just analyzing the data. But for this 2001 question we'll start with, this one is just analysis of the data. The video will not be of any help if the questions are not done and the work is treated through theory approach. You develop analytic skills by practicing them. This is the only way you will become aware of your strengths and weaknesses in biology. Disclaimer. This is an educational video. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is meant for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. The material used in this video was available to me by virtue of being an examiner and a senior examiner from 1989 to 2016. The content remains educational and informative without violating any guidelines or ethical standards. The question: an experiment was carried out to investigate the nutritional value of two dry powder animal feeds, X and Y, over a period of 6 months. 25-month-old castrated goats were used. The goats were divided into two groups, A and B. The animals in Group A were fed on feed X throughout the experiment, while those of Group B were fed on Y. The feeds were supplemented with dry hay and water. The average body weight of each group of goats and the weight of the dry powder feeds were determined and recorded each month. The feces produced by each group was dried and weighed, and the average dry fecal output per month was also recorded. The results are as shown below. So guys, this is where you start now analyzing your data. So that is your data. Group A, Group B. Month since commencement of the experiment. Average total weight of goats. Average weight of total feeds. Average monthly dry fecal output. Average total weight of goats. Average weight of total feed. Average monthly dry fecal matter of Group B. So those headings are the same in both cases. So you can see the data, the months since commencement of the experiment: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And you can see now the corresponding measurements of weight and fecal matter for the two groups of goats. So the question was this. Question number A was, what is the relationship between the amount of feed and the fecal output? You are given 1 mark. Work out the average increase in weight for the animal in group A during the first 6 months. So please try before you look at the answers. They follow after this. The last 2 months. Account for the average increase in weight for the goats in group A during the first 4 months. The last 2 months. Which of the feeds is more nutritious? Give reasons for your answer. Sorry. So guys, there was an error here. Account for the average increase in weight for the goats in group B. And the first one is group A. Guys, there was error there when I was typing. State 4 uses of digested food in the bodies of animals. And C, state 4 uses of water in the bodies of animals. So, I've already talked about this, that the scientific skills being tested by this question were observation, the ability to observe changes in body weight and fecal output of the goats over time, data collection and recording, the skill of accurately measuring and recording the weights of goats, the dry powder feeds and the feces, experimental design, the ability to design a controlled experiment where 2 different feeds are tested on similar groups of animals under the same conditions, and data analysis, the ability to analyze the recorded data to determine the nutritional value of the 2 different feeds. Critical thinking, the capacity to draw conclusions based on the data collected, such as determining which feed is more nutritious based on the growth and the fecal output of the goats. And the value in daily life, you are made aware of the nutrition, understanding how different feeds affect the health and growth of animals can help in making informed decisions about diet and nutrition for livestock, which is crucial for farmers. Scientific method application, the ability to design and analyze experiments is valuable, not just in scientific research, but also in everyday problem solving and decision making. Resource management, the skills of the observation and data analysis can help in better managing resources, such as feeding for animals, ensuring that they receive the best possible nutrition at the lowest cost. Critical thinking, applying critical thinking in daily life helps in evaluating information and making reasoned decisions, whether related to diet, health, or other areas. Answers to the question. So in question A, the more the feed, the more the fecal matter. The first 6 months, that's the average. You add those kgs and you get 1.9 kg per month. So the working there, you just pick the data, you get a mark, and the answer, you get a mark. Excuse me. Last 2 months, 150 over 2, 0.75 kg per month. That is for group A. For group B, okay, excuse me guys. Yeah, for group B, the first 4 months, active fast growth, hence increases in weight. Question the last 2 months, slow growth hence reached maturity. Party A, X. Group A gained more weight on less food, while Group B lost weight on more feeds. So, feed X was more nutritious, therefore A gained more weight on less food, while B lost weight on more feed. B, answer was protection, repair, growth, energy production. C, as water is used as a solvent, as a medium of transport, hydrolysis of food, maintenance of temperature. So, acknowledgement. This work is truly a team effort. There are too many people who inspire me to come up with the production of this video. I thank them with all my heart. I would also thank my family members for their support, encouragement, patience, and tolerance during my long hours of typing the PowerPoint presentation. I'm also grateful to all my comrades marking the 2001 KCSE Paper 1 who in one way or the other participated in coming up with the final draft of the marking scheme in this video during their modulation as senior examiners. Goodbye guys, and see you in my next data question, which will be 2002.